5.2, let's rock and roll. All right, so 5.2 is basically the same exact thing, okay? Now, I like what they're doing here, but for timing and just to not get anybody too scared, we're just gonna continue with what we're doing, okay? Now, it's very interesting, this worked out example, because usually we have a 0 here at the end, and as you can see, we did not. So what did they do? They added 3 to both sides, just like we've been doing, to create this 0. And when they did that, boom, we made a new 0. They factored it, and then for funny reasons, they solved it. But when we use Desmos, we automatically get the 2 answers. So in actuality, we have already been doing this the entire time, and now we're going backwards, okay? So what exactly are we going to ask you to be doing? We're not going to be factoring, okay? We are looking for our x-intercepts automatically, okay? No matter if it's 1 or 2 or none, depending on what it is. So don't worry about Jen and Reese just because they messed up. You're not going to mess up because you have Desmos, okay? I'm going to do 3 letter A. Gonna do 3A and 3D. So I'm doing these, you do the other 2. Here we go. And this is the interesting part too. I'm only gonna type in this side because I'll show you real quick what happens if I put equals 0. X squared minus 8x plus 12 equals 0. As you can see, we got a warning sign. It's not going to let me graph that because of the equals 0. It says plotting implicit equations is disabled. Okay, so we can't do that. There is a way to do it, but I'm not going to show you that right now just because we're a bunch of rock stars. So I'm going to take out the equals 0. There's my graph. Oh. There's my graph right there. Beautiful. It's not letting me zoom out. I don't know why. Anyways. Boom. 2 and 6. Those are my answers, 2 and 6. So then I come back to my paper. And I'm going to say my 2 answers are x equals 2 and x equals 6. What's the key word? Solve. The other amount of information that we did was factoring, and right here we're solving 2 different strands of mathematics. Gonna do letter D. Remember, you're doing letter B and C. I'm already typing this into my Desmos. Hold on 1 second. Whoa. I didn't know my phone could do that. Very interesting. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted. Here we go. Typing it out without the equals 0. So x squared minus 11x. So you can see there's my graph. I'm clicking the roots. Boom, boom. 0 and 11. Come back to my paper. X equals 0 and x equals 11. Can we factor this? Most definitely not going to do right now because it's only asking for solving. Perfect. Next page. And the last page. Yes, we're already finished. How excellent. Okay. Letter E. Now, while this is the same exact concept, remember, we need this side to say 0. So I gotta solve first. Plus 7 over here. Negative 7 plus 7 gives me that 0 that I want. 7 is not an x, 7 is not an x squared, so I just put it at the end. X squared plus 8x plus 7. Graph this, give me my 2 x's. Here we go. Letter F. Do have to solve this as well. Got to make this whole side 0. So I'm going to do the x first, minus 13x. I get to do this with the 5 because they're both x's. 13x minus 13, that's 0, looks beautiful. Gonna bring down this x squared since there's no partner. Negative 5 minus 13. I wish I had my calculator so I could show it to you. If you grab your calculator, negative 5 minus 13 gives me negative 18x. But we're not done. We still have this minus 81. Gotta do the opposite, plus 81. Plus 81. Now we have a complete 0 on this side. 81 is not an x, 81 is not an x squared, so we just put it at the end. X squared minus 18x, oops, I wrote crooked, plus 81. Graph this, you're good to go. H, you can put all this in, you're good to go. Letter G, put this in, you're good to go. Very, very, very straightforward with my Desmos. It's not even a issue when it comes towards it, okay? So definitely practice your Desmos. A lot of Desmos stuff going on in here, okay? This is only part 1 of lesson 5. Next time I would do 5.3, 5.4, and the talk to talk. All right, thank you all very much. Have a great day.